Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and this is all about when is the next Veve pump. Well, we're going to see the market come up and have certain things rise, and I think I know exactly when that's going to happen. Not the exact date, but I know what event is going to trigger it for sure, and I'm going to talk all about it right here to help you get prepared ahead of time and follow up on a previous video that I did earlier in August, which talks about the Veveverse, because that's kind of the main point of what was going on right here about, I think, when we're going to see the next pump in Veve with these prices in the market that are amazing, with cash out here fully operational around the world. There is a little bit of a hiccup with cash out, though. There's some maintenance issues that are going on. This is September the 3rd. Veve did tweet out that they're going to have maintenance issues for about 28 to 48 hours, so stay tuned. But with main cash out here for the last little while, we have seen some really great prices in the market. So let's get into this, you guys. Now, if you do want to join my channel as a member, you'll get into my drop head rewards, get your free NFTs, win comics, Omi, gems, all sorts of other stuff. Sports rewards are coming back this week, so you're going to want to do that. Just join as a member, DM me on Twitter, Instagram. I'll get you into the program. So like I said, when is the next pump? That's what we want to know. And what are we looking at? Well, okay, so if we look at my previous video that I actually did back in August, top 5 Veveverse big pumps. Now, what happened was when the first wave of people who got into the Veveverse, the demo or whatever, or the beta, where they're able to get into the vault and they're able to do stuff, the vaultaholics and people with big collections, we saw an immediate rise in a lot of different things in the Veve market as a result, because people got in there and they realized this is what's going on in there. These are the amazing things I can do. And so we saw things go up. And so if you go back and watch that video, you'll see a few things that I put in there for sure. But there's a couple of things that are quite specific. The Avengers Tower was one that went up really quickly as well. And actually, this one rose up again recently. Now, what I want you to do here is to think ahead, because the next pump that's going to happen, okay, because that's the point of the video, the next pump is when the next wave of people get into the Veveverse. Now, that could happen very soon. Now, I've been talking to people who are already in the Veveverse right now, and there's communication going around. They can't show us anything, but we're finding out all sorts of interesting things about what you can do, specifically with Avengers Tower. Did you know that you can go inside the lobby down here and you can build inside the Avengers Tower? It's crazy, right? A lot of people don't know that. But anyway, the thing that I was hearing is that the list for the second run of people, the next bunch of people, the batch that's going to be included into the Veveverse or given access, is actually pretty close to being finished, apparently. And so when those people get access, you are going to see a pump, because people are going to go in there. They're going to realize what's going on in there. They're going to see the stuff. They're going to go after stuff that they want, just like the first time. And that's going to come soon. So what are those kind of things that people are going to go after? Well, as I talked about in my video in early August, look for playable type items, displayable items, functional stuff, and grails. These are the things that go up. We're talking about like Avengers Tower. We're talking about the vehicles. We're talking about comic books is one thing I'm going to talk about in just a second that wasn't available the first time around, that's available now. You are going to see these kind of things take another jump up as people go in there and start to figure out, like, oh my God, this is what I can do. If you've been watching the live streams, with people who have been in the Veveverse or listening to the Twitter spaces, you know that this happened. And this is one thing that's already happened right there for sure, right? So this is kind of the stuff that I'm looking at, because when the first group of people got into the Veveverse, they weren't allowed to put comic books on the wall yet. That happened midway through. And so all of these Grail comics are what I'm focused on right now myself, because you can actually display comics on the wall now. And so when people get in there, I mean, that the top comics on Veve are the ones that everyone's going to want to display. I'm going after the 3 digits, for sure. We had Avengers 1 that just came out. So this comic's being eaten up, by the way, just in case you were wondering about the price. It's already starting to go up to match up with the others. But this is what I'm talking about. This kind of stuff is going to go up for sure. Right now, we do have in August active wallets of 27,000 people. And actually, more importantly, buyers was up to about 17,000 buyers. And that is a really good sign. So that the community is getting more and more active and more involved, while other communities slowly die and fall down. We're talking about like on the OpenSea and other NFT projects like that where things start to go down a bit, right? For sure. So that Veve, we have enough people to get in there, but the next pump is definitely going to be when we have the Veveverse access. That's what I'm going to do. So in the meantime, like I said, I'm focusing on playable items, Displayable comics is one on there. Grails, those are the ones that are going to go up. Those are the ones that went up last time. If you didn't know that, if you're not paying attention, you might miss out. You could make some really nice gems just by following along. And this is a good example of Avengers Tower. I do not own the Avengers Tower here. I'm not going to be selling any, but I know people have bought this because people have been playing around with it on the inside. It saw an initial pump up right when the Veveverse was open. It saw another recent pump up with news. You can go inside the lobby. These are the kind of things to look for sure, right? So now you guys got to let me know, what stuff are you going to be looking for? What are you banking on right here? This next wave of people should come very soon, you guys. Like, it's most likely going to come this month or early, maybe in the next even few days. We don't know, so we'll wait and see what happens. This is just my opinion, though. Now I want to know yours. When do you think the next pump will be? I think that'll be at that particular time for sure. And it'll just keep going from there because people are going to want to have stuff for sure. Watch my last video of the best deals that we have right now in the market, the Spider-Mans and all that kind of stuff. These are going to be things people are going to want in there for sure. Anyway, good luck, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Happy collecting.